happy Tuesday. So this quick tip for today is gonna be about pushing. Pushing it is making it worse. I know a lot of times people are like, push this, push that. You know, you got to go in, you got to hustle, you got to make moves. And sometimes that has a space, and sometimes that is true, specifically when you know you ain't moved nothing. But a lot of the times, we need to pause. Sometimes taking action, specifically when it is not a clear and orderly action, leaves you feeling one of the few ways: overwhelmed, stressed out, and like a failure. I mean, you can push and grind and do all that stuff throughout the day, but if you're doing actions that are not complete, and a non-complete action is an action that you start off doing it, but then in the middle of doing that action, another one pops in your head. And then another action pops in your head. And so you have all of these things that you've started, but you haven't really seen them through to completion because you can't stay focused enough to complete. And I know that battle because of how my life and how my brain operates. And so I'm going to share some things with you that I do that will help you to get out of that pattern. You have to change the pattern. You have to snap out of it. And in order to do that, you're going to have to do some things that are counterintuitive and feel like a bunch of hooey bullshit. So the first thing I want you to think about, not think about, but the first thing I have my clients do, that I have them work through, and that I have, that I do on myself, I even do this with my kids, is when you find yourself in a space where there's a lot of different ideas and things going on in your head, there's a lot going on, is step back and breathe. Step back, breathe. Don't do another keystroke. Don't turn another page. Don't read another email. Just step back, breathe, and ground. This is a part of that slow down and breathe process that I talk about a lot. When your brain has just been on overload. You've been pumping stuff out. You've been making money moves. You've been making it happen. And your brain is like, I'm not moving. And so you keep trying to push when your brain and body is telling you like, hey, I'm tired. And you keep pushing. Have you ever felt that way? Like you're like, I have to get this out, and you keep trying to work. Hey, to whoever popped in, you keep trying to work and you keep trying to make it happen, and you keep hitting brick walls. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's not because you're not dedicated enough. It's not because you're not connected to your why. It's just because you need to step back and breathe. This is why transitionary periods are so important in your day. The next space is change positions. Move. If you're working at your desk, go work on the floor, work at the table. If you're in a state where it's not like 19 degrees and dropping, go outside to work. I know that coffee shops and libraries and things of that nature are not necessarily available in this holy instant. However, if you have someplace else where you can go and work that is not your home in this space, do that for a day and just get yourself out of that rut. Cleanse that space out that had you blocked with some sage. Burn that ish and move the energy. But change your position. A lot of the times when we can't focus, it's because we've been sitting in the same damn spot for 2-3 hours trying to make something happen. Change positions. Move your desk. Many of us have laptops now. Take your laptop and go do something else. And even if you have a desktop, figure out what things that you need to do so you can get started in that space. The next thing is, I got to sneeze, but it won't come out. The next thing is get some order. What does that look like? When you cannot focus, your brain is not ordered. You don't know what's next. You keep doing whatever pops up in your mind to do next. That's why you change positions. You change positions so you can get a list and get clear about what is really next. What do I really need to do? Sometimes even I have to go back in the middle of a day where I've already done my task list from the night before, but some things happen that get me off track and I have to re-engage with what I said was important. Get some order. And that last step is then you take action. Once you have gotten that clarity and you've breathed and you've changed positions, now you can take some action. And that action's going to be a lot than what it was. You're going to be able to do this versus this. You're going to get things done a hell of a lot quicker that way. You're going to get things done quicker. Why? Because you've reset your brain. Whatever was going on your monitors, whatever was going on in your house, you've reset your brain. You've moved out of the space that was causing you all the I don't even have a word for it. Now you've gotten re-engaged back on what it was that you said you wanted to do. You've gotten that order. Now you can take that orderly, focused action. That's how you get your focus back. Pushing, for many of us, is actually making the situation worse. It's making us feel more like we're dropping the ball, making us feel more overwhelmed, more stressed out, and just more of feeling like something is not enough in our life. Get still. It doesn't say that you won't ever need to push and that we can always sail through life, because life has an ebb and flow. Sometimes you're going to need to push and grind. But if you're finding that you're not able to focus, pulling back, getting regrounded, and then moving forward will save your sanity. It most definitely will. Now, if you need support with this, I have a 5-day life edit challenge that's going to be free over in my group. That is coming up February 15th through the 19th, that I would love to have you there. I'm going to have the link in the comment section below, but it is rebrand.ly /5-day edit. And it's going to be a free 5-day challenge that's going to rock your world and shift how you see focus and movement in your day. So I hope this quickie was helpful. I kept it under 10 minutes. It was really power packed. You ladies have a great day. If you have any questions, ahas, comments, pop them in the comment section below. But ask yourself and start thinking, how can I use this in my life? Where am I hitting a brick wall? Where do I feel like it just ain't working no matter how hard I try? Think about that. Think if any of these situations sound like you, and get in that free 5-day life edit challenge. We're going to edit your life and get things together, help you get your life. All right. I love you all. Remember, love yourself, love your family, love your business, in that order, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.